So I have a question for you. Have you ever heard that we go to church on Sunday because of Jesus Christ's resurrection? Well, I'll submit to you that there's only 8 Bible verses in the New Testament that start with the first day of the week. And did you know out of those 8 Bible verses, the first 5 of those only talk about the women coming to Jesus' tomb on the first day of the week? None of the 8 Bible verses at any point institute Sunday worship or tell us that we need to remember to keep this day because of the resurrection. It's just not biblical. But let me show you. So here you guys go. You can just pause the video so you can look, but all it says is they came to the tomb on the first day of the week. The 5th one is found in John 20 verse 1. That's the last one that says the first day of the week. A lot of people like to go to John 20 verse 19 saying, you see, they assembled. Well, why did they assemble? Let us read. It says, then the same day at evening, being the first day of the week, when the doors were shut, where the disciples were assembled. Why were they assembled? For the fear of the Jews. Jesus came and stood in the midst and said to them, peace be with you. So they were not worshiping or anything. They gathered because of the fear of the Jews. Why so? Because they just saw Jesus Christ being persecuted and they thought that they will be next. People like to go to Acts 20 verse 7. It says, now on the first day of the week, when the disciples came together to break bread, Paul, ready to depart the next day, spoke to them and continued his message until midnight. Well, when does a Bible day start? At sunset. So right now, the time sets where I'm from, just around 6:30 time frame. So if it's Saturday night or Sunday night, and then the sun sets, that starts the new day, which would be technically Monday. And that's all we see. They gathered what? Right after sunset, on the first day of the week, when the disciples came together to break bread, Paul was ready to depart the next day, but he spoke to them and continued his message until midnight. So he probably had a message for 5-6 hours. Whereas people probably believe that, oh, first day of the week, early in the morning on Sunday morning or something, that they met and he just preached a 16-hour sermon. But also, just because they broke bread on the first day of the week, people usually like to use this verse. But it says in Acts 2:46 that they broke bread every single day. So no importance to the first day of the week. 1 Corinthians 16:2, on the first day of the week, let each one of you lay something aside, storing up as he may prosper, that there be no collections when I come. People like to use this, but still, and none of these verses are instituting Sunday worship or Jesus or Paul or anyone saying we need to remember this thing. And I'll submit to you that who's speaking here? Paul. He says that store something aside, right? So that when he comes, that he may what? He may pick it up. There be no collections when I come. Is Paul coming to your church every Sunday to pick up tithe and offering? The answer is no. Now, I know people are going to get pretty upset saying, okay, you're judging me. I'm not judging you, okay? If you're a Christian, a Christ follower, all I want to do is point you back to what it is written, what the Bible says. Because Satan has done